Hedwig Herbarium presents Transforming Shame into Power Using Mirror Magic. We transmute the paralyzing weight of past embarrassment into raw spiritual fuel by confronting our reflections through mirror scrying, reclaiming the fragmented pieces of the shadow self to fortify our current path of trauma healing. That soul-crushing memory that keeps you awake at 3 a.m. isn't a weakness, it's an untapped source of primal energy. Most people run from their most embarrassing moments, but today we're going to face the mirror and reclaim our power. What if the moments that make you want to disappear are actually the keys to your spiritual evolution? We're transforming our deepest social traumas into raw, unshakable confidence through mirror magic, using our past as fuel for our healing journey. Our brains hide a reservoir of spiritual fuel behind a wall of paralyzing shame. I'm going to show you how to perform mirror scrying to confront your reflection and integrate the pieces of yourself you've tried to bury. By the end of this ritual, your work will turn your greatest humiliations into your greatest strengths. The parasitic nature of unprocessed shame. Suppressed, cringeworthy memories act as energy leaks that drain productivity and confidence. Typical modern just forget it advice fails to address the neurobiological impact of shame. Deities and correspondences for the ritual. Choose what resonates with you. Hecate, the torchbearer, for those who need to shine a light into the darkest, most hidden corners of their psyche. She rules the crossroads and the underworld, offering the ultimate protection for deep shadow work. Baba Yaga, the wild mirror, for those who need a fierce, unsentimental ally. She demands absolute honesty, strips away social conditioning and politeness, and helps us embrace our raw, untamed nature. Ereshkigal, the queen of the great below, for those who feel trapped by their shame or who have been buried by their own secrets. She represents the necessity for the shadow, reminding us that nothing can grow without the darkness of the soil. The herbs. You can burn these as incense, dress or encircle your candle, or hold them during the mirror gaze. Black peppercorn, the banisher, symbolizes the fire needed to burn away unwanted energetic attachments. It provides a sharp, protective boundary against self-criticism. Mugwort, the veil lifter, traditionally used for scrying and psychic vision. It helps us see past the ego and look directly at the root of our fragmented self. Patchouli, the grounder, an earthy, dense herb that pulls scattered, anxious energy back down into the physical body, keeping us rooted when difficult emotions surface. The gemstones, to be held during the scrying or placed at the base of the mirror. Obsidian, the cosmic mirror, the ultimate stone for shadow work. It reflects the truth ruthlessly, forces a confrontation with the unacknowledged self, and absorbs negative self-talk. Smoky quartz, the transmuter, gently dissolves negative emotional patterns and grounds the frequency of shame, turning heavy energy into stability. Labradorite, the shield of light, represents the hidden magic within the dark. It acts as a protective shield, ensuring that looking into the depths doesn't drain our current vitality. The totem animals, the shields going forward. Choose one of these animals as a daily reminder or visual anchor that your shame has been repurposed into armor. The porcupine, the boundary keeper, teaches how to turn vulnerability into an active defense. Its quills lie flat until threatened, reminding us that our past pain can be turned into sharp, protective boundaries when needed. The scorpion, the alchemist, represents the power to survive one's own poison. The scorpion thrives in the dark, carries its weapon openly, and transforms toxic environments into raw survival power. The raven, the shadow weaver, a reminder that there's immense intelligence and magic in the dark. The raven flies through the void comfortably, showing us how to walk in the hidden parts of our history without being consumed by them. Mirror scrying and confronting the fragmented self. This mirror magic technique helps with looking past the physical reflection into the shadow of the shameful self. Before you begin, think of some prompts to use while making eye contact to break the physiological fight or flight response, such as "I have nothing to fear," or "My memories cannot hurt me," or "I have the right to face my fears and transmute my shame." Sit comfortably in a dimly lit room in front of a mirror. Place a black or white candle between yourself and the mirror, illuminating your face from below to cast shadows and disrupt your normal, everyday self-perception. Look directly into your own eyes without blinking for 1 to 2 minutes. The goal is to allow your face to soften and blur, acknowledging the fragmented parts of the self you usually hide. Speak your shame aloud to your reflection, starting with the phrase, "I see what I have hidden." Hold your chosen gemstone or herb, look back into the mirror and ground yourself by choosing a deity or totem animal to anchor your power. Immerse yourself in the feelings of shame so you can fully understand the energies. Contemplate who you were at the time, how others were treating you, why the shame had such a hook into your emotional self, and understand that that was then, this is now. Contemplate how, if you learned from your lessons, there is no reason to hold on to the shame. Ask your deity of choice to continue to guide you away from the shadows of shame and towards the light of understanding and acceptance. Ask your chosen totem animal to remind you that the past is the past whenever you feel your power slipping in the future. Place your chosen herb and stone in your pocket or a mojo bag to carry with you so you can meditate on it when self-love and compassion is required in the dark moments. Close by extinguishing the candle, leaving the shame in the dark so it can transform into a memory that no longer triggers you, but rather something that makes you smile with compassion, knowing that it no longer has power over you. Focus on the moment of integration where the past version of the self is witnessed rather than judged, using self-love and compassion. Whenever needed, return to the mirror to test your mettle, to remind yourself that your shame has been transmuted into personal power. Be proud of having overcome the shame and that you've learned your lessons. Remind yourself of your own sovereignty and that no one has power over you and how you see yourself. State aloud, "No more apologies are required. No more shame is desired. I live, I learn, and I evolve. So mote it be." A person who has conquered their shame becomes immune to external judgment and social cancellation. The power state that emerges when the shadow self is fully utilized is a protective shield rather than a hidden burden. Feel free to share your story in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. Blessed be.